Race 4 brings us action in the Central European Rally. We are here in Austria for stage 19 out of 20 and the first car already on the roads with Stéphane Lefebvre. We are here for an action-packed final day. After rain yesterday, we have dry tracks again today. But let's see how this will turn out with 2 more stages to come and with still a battle for some positions as well as a battle for the win still going on. But we first focus on the first car on the track with Stéphane Lefebvre, 10th currently in the overall standings, and with his co-driver Santiago from Brazil underway. He has not the results he wanted, but could sneak into the top 10 here in this round and get his first points. He's in the finish and done for the stage with a time of 42.9. Next up is Eosan. The Frenchman is the next on the road. He is currently in 9th place and has a bit of a lead in front of Stéphane Lefebvre. And so he should stay up in front of him, but still need to push because maybe he can take on 8th place, which is also in his area. Beautiful Skoda livery with the yellow, green and white. Really one of the standout liveries this season. And he comes now close to the finish line with now the donut section at the last part and then through the last corner. And his time is slower than the one from Stéphane Lefebvre. He loses nearly 2 seconds to him, so not the best time for Eosan. Next up, Gregor Munster and Louis Luca, the Hyundai Bearing duo, Luxembourg and Belgian duo. 8th place currently. They are always known for their extremely bad luck on the second last stage of Rally Monte Carlo, leading until this point and then crashing out with a big crash in the second last stage. And they will do better this time here, because also they need some points. The gap to 7th place for them is 2 seconds, so maybe also they can attack Sarase if they are fast enough, because 2 seconds can clearly be gettable, and they are now at the finish line, of course, overall first, and the time is 43.1, so maybe a chance for them to get closer to Sarase, who is now on track with his Swedish co-driver. He has since Rally Portugal, Bregovic, the Swede, is his new co-driver. In Portugal, they led after Friday, but then dropped down their order, and now they are again in the top 10 places and would get some points. It would really help Sarase if he stays up in front of Gregor Munster. As already mentioned, the gap is 5 seconds. So clearly enough for Sarase, and right drift there on the outside of this corner. The racetrack very special. An ordinary racetrack only for this event here today. The time is very slow. It's a time of 45, I think, 45.8. So the slowest time of all the current drivers, but he still remains in front of Gregor Munster. Now Johan Rossel, another Frenchman. We have so many of the French drivers here in the top 10. All of them so strong here today, with still one up to come after Johan Rossel. But now we look at him and we look how he can take on this stage. Up to the corner now, and through the last section of this racetrack to the donut sections. The time look quite fast, I think. Let's see how this will turn out, how fast he can do the donut here around this hairpin. And he's at the finish line with a time of 44.0, so it's the second fastest time, I think. No, third fastest time of the ones currently run. Now Emily Lindholm in the Skoda next up. He's also one to watch for this rally, and he is now on the track. Currently in 5th place, and is there, I think, quite safe, because the gap back to Johan Rosell is 10 seconds, and so he should stay up in front of Johan Rosell. The gap to 4th place in front of him is only a few seconds, so maybe he can attack 4th place later on. The donut section is good for him, and the time I think is slow. Not the fastest time, 45.2 seconds lowest time, fifth fastest time of all the cars running. Now Mats Osberg and Ericsson also currently on 0 points after 2 events they ran, because they skipped the Rally Portugal event, but the first 2 events were no points for them, so they need the points. They need big points to stay up in the fight for the top 10 in overall standings. Citroën looking very strong here this weekend on the tarmac event. And now let's see what Mats Osberg can do. The gap to 3rd place to Ole Christian Welby is also not that big, so maybe also there a chance for Osberg to maybe get to 3rd place and on to the podium positions. He takes on the hairpin, and the time looks quite fast. I think it's a 41 time. It's a 41.5, and so the fastest time of all the cars running. Very well from Mats Osberg. But now Ole Christian Welby, he is already an event winner on tarmac events, and maybe he can get another podium position here on the 2nd tarmac event of the season. The 3rd one and the last one will be the season finale, the Rally Japan. After this rally here in the Central European Rally, we will go on to 3 gravel rallies in Kenya, in Argentina, and in New Zealand. And then the final event will be Rally Japan late this year, I think in November. And there we will crown the winner and the champion of this season. But Ole Christian Welby had a really strong start to the season with the win in Rally Monte Carlo, and now he is in 3rd place. He comes over the finish line, and this time is very, very fast. It's a time of 40.8, the fastest time overall currently, and so he also makes the gap bigger to Mats Osberg. Now for the Loics and HPB, his co-driver, they are up 2nd place, 3 seconds behind the leader of the rally. So if Reddy Loics pushes hard, he maybe can attack on the last stage for the win, for the rally event win. He's familiar with 2nd place finishes, but he wants to get his first win in this championship. And the gap to Ole Christian Welby is big enough, over 40 seconds, so there I think nothing should change from 2nd to 3rd place, but he wants this win so bad, and the time I think looks really strong, very clean through the donut section, and the time is a 40.7, faster than Ole Christian Welby, very strong. But one man still to beat. Adrian Vermont, Robin Tails are the leaders, and they are now up on the racetrack. A 3-second lead, so the time should be faster than a 43 to stay up in front, but I think this should be doable for Adrian Vermont, who looks so strong the whole rally and who wants to finish this one out with and win, because he's also currently on 0 points after 3 events. He had crashes, he had bad luck, but now I think the time has come for the Ford pilot. And the time is a 41, I think. It's a 41.8, the 4th fastest time, but this should remain him in 1st place. But the gap to Freddy Loics is now 1.9 seconds with 1 stage to come. So the last stage, it will be the deciding stage for the rally victory. In 3rd, it's Ole Christian Welby in front of Mats Osberg in 4th. Then comes Emil Lindholm in 5th, then Johan Rosell. And then is a bigger gap to the next places with Stefan Sarasö, Gregor Munster, Eosan and Lefebvre. This was it from stage 19. We will see you again in a few hours for the last stage. Bye bye.